Well, we'll start again. I don't know what happened, but the screen just went nuts. I pointed it out to the sun and it went crazy. But I've got this plumbing work. That's a dedicated flower pot that comes down from that collection area. This is a gutter, short gutter on the stub roof, and it goes down plumbed into there. These are vent pipes. That's a standpipe vent pipe. I'll paint them. You won't even see they're there. There's one there. But I got everything to fit together. Took a lot of muscling to do it, but hopefully it's good like that forever. And as you can see, I've been working for about a week now, covering all the way to the street. I've got a couple more layers of fabric to put down and some more stone, but when I get it all down, we'll be done with the front yards. All two front yards will be done on both sides of the house. Landscape fabric with 1/2-inch crushed stone over the top of landscape fabric and sculpted to drain. So I'm going to start covering it up now, but I did want to take a picture of this plumbing before it's over. I'll get these two pieces out of the way here. And the clean outs, I was able to avoid the clean outs right here. So I have the clean outs, and this is runoff water that's going to be plumbed to the street out there. But we'll stop for here. This is Monday morning, about the 16th, 17th of May, 2021. I'm making this video for the HOA, for my neighbors, for the members, anybody that wants to know, and for my own history. I've made so many moves on these lots in the last 5 years. Sometimes I look at videos I made 5 years ago. I have to go back to see what I did. But I'm about to close this up. I could have done it yesterday, but in the afternoon it got up over 90, 95, something like that. But I do have it all plumbed. There's a couple videos before this. This pile right here that you see, that pile of dirt, I hope it shows up on the camera, the contrast. But that's a good sized pile of dirt. That's a couple of wheelbarrow loads of rock. I have to cover this up. I have two more, probably at least 2 more strips of landscape fabric are going to go down. And this little hump right here between by the pipes, but I've got the pipes now to where they're covered up with like just a shell. I'll lay landscape fabric over that, but I'm going to be kind of careful covering this up today. I'm not in a hurry. It's cool. And then get rid of this pile right here. That pile. It's all filled with sand. And hopefully by the end of the day, I have a pile over there that I'm going to blend in with this drainage rock. This rock here that seems to appear a different color is 1-inch drain rock. And I'm obsessive about drainage rock. I don't want any sand, and the more coarse the better. The more coarse, the faster the water will run. So I have that I should have enough rock to cover everything. The plants, and I'll do a video this afternoon, and when I'm done, hopefully all this rock cover will go right up to the base of the house. That standpipe or vent pipe, I'll paint that the same color of the house. Probably give the pot another coat of paint, so it'll disappear. I've got 2 plants here. I had a tree here last year, but it got written up for being staked, so I pulled it out. But that tree kind of protected that window. What you're looking at right there is a 1-pane window. I can't afford to replace it. It's probably $800 or $900 replacement. It was taken out one day by a gorilla off the 5T in a February northeast wind coming out of the northeast. This gorilla lofted one up off the 5T. Could have been his first ball, it could have been his fourth ball he hit, who knows. But anyway, it took out that window. So I took all the glass out of it, and now I've only got a single pane. All that extra money I paid for an upgraded window, gone. And the clubhouse, I called Andy right after. I called the police, and the police came in and said, you realize this was an unintentional accident. That's the way the police are coded. Anytime they come to a golf course, they have a very simple answer. It covers everything. It was an unintentional accident by the golfer. Really? Unintentional? Unintentional? He's got a left to right wind going about 30 miles an hour. It's a cool, like 55 degrees or 50 degrees out on a February, and this guy just hit his fourth ball out of bounds off the tee. He can't figure out that he's hitting a big slice into a left to right wind. So on the fourth ball, he finally catches it solid and takes out my window. You call that an accident? I don't call that an accident. I call that stupidity, arrogance, and design deficiency on this golf course. I call this a failure of leadership of anybody that's running this golf course in this community. And the HOA board, anybody that lets the board, whenever anybody comes in and starts complaining about broken windows or people getting hit by golf balls, it's like the three monkeys. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, don't dare talk about the golf course and its design. It's a nuisance for anybody that lives here. It's a nuisance for me. I can't even use my backyard. My backyard is in op whenever there's golf operations. Anybody would be crazy to sit out there and do anything, social event or anything like that, because my yard is slaved to the golf course. The out of bounds marker for the golf course on the hole I live on is on my property line. I'm out of bounds. The golf course doesn't have enough class to give itself its own out of bounds, right? It has to have playing area up to everybody's property line, whether it's in property laid out or not. Okay, if you're not going to maintain that area, that no man's land between the cart path and my property line, you never come up here, you'd never trim the bush, you never do any landscaping. Why is it in play? Why is it in play? It's in play because your amateur golfers need that apron of that corridor of forgiveness, immunity, impunity. They can get up there and grip and rip. Nobody's trying to score anymore. None of these golfers anymore have ever shot par or intend to shoot par. They intend to play the men's tees all day, and if that means three balls off half the tees, they're not playing for score. If they hit more than one ball off 2 or 3 tees, they're over 100. And when they come in and say I shot in the 80s, yeah, right. Okay, we'll stop here, but that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully by the end of the day I'll have this all cleaned up, and I'm going to take a hose and go through it and put water in it and make sure it runs. But Monday morning,